Greetings. This is my Starbucks red cup that I got from being a regular at Starbucks because I didn't order anything like holiday and they still gave it to me, so I'm pretty sure it's because I was regular. It's very hot to the touch, which sucks. I tried to drink it before and it's hard. But it's dandelion tea because dandelion supposedly helps you with psychic abilities, so we shall see. Same time and Virgo are here, which is awesome. I was like, why is no one showing up? That's why it's like 5 minutes and I just went like, you just saw me now. It's because it was unlisted. Because I was gonna make it members only, but then I was like, nah. So I forgot to do that part. So I just made it public. But anyway, this is very hot. Spartacus. That's cool. I could not tell you what that movie's about. It's a TV show. So if anyone wants reading, let me know.
What are you doing? What?
Oh, it's a TV show. That's what he said. I thought it was a movie too. Or Sparta or something like that. I don't know. Okay. So. Thank you, same time. That's awesome. I thought it was last Thursday, but it's this Thursday coming up. I have a psychic development class at Thursday night, so I'll probably do some more readings Thursday night right after the class. But that's why I have this. My favorite bracelet. But can always do with more abilities. More powers. Okay, so I found my other cards. Well, just this one. I have close the door. More food for the Baron. I also have these, so I don't know if anyone wants these as well. They're like herb ones. I just need to reach behind the... Can you give me the book that's behind the monitor? Yeah, that's the... Thank you. That is the what's it called? Like it tells you about the books, about the cards. I think I have 2 decks, yeah. So I have 2 of these. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm just gonna do a general reading for, I don't know, the day, the week. If there's any, I have to hold it like this because it's super hot. If there's anything anyone wants me to read about, like in general, not necessarily for them, but like in the public, does that make sense? Or in like pop culture, let me know. Okay, that's way too hot. So I have my gnome one in the middle. This is my dragon oracles. This is my gnomes. Still learning these, so it'll be interesting to read with these. They're like in Italian. And they have like 3 different meanings. So we'll just start with the easy one for now. The tarot cards with the meanings written on them. Now I just smell salmon because Baron's eating salmon. Salmon. This is just gonna be I would say a card of the day for now. Oh, I don't know if anyone saw that. There was a death card right there. And that's gonna be the card of the day because it just fell out. 2 of Wands. Planning, progress, making decisions, discovery, leaving home, and travel plans.
Yeah, where do you think you're going?
Well, your mom just left. So, Is anyone traveling today? It says travel plans, but it says leaving home. But the guy is not like leaving yet. See, he's just right there. He's just chilling. He's planning. So if you guys are planning for a trip today, possibly could be planning for a trip. Could be. I honestly think it's just a lot about planning, not necessarily leaving. Because it doesn't look like he's leaving at all. He's at the top of his castle. Like, he's got to walk all the way down the stairs, pack up his shit, and go. So I don't think it's like you're leaving today. I think you're planning for a move or planning your life or planning your week.
I gotta get my kid up from work.
No.
So there's that.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's like that because this has to do with like not long term, but like medium term planning. Because unless you don't know when you got to pick your kid up from work, like unless that's still up in the air, then this would apply. But I think this is mainly like as wands too, which is fire, which is kind of interesting. So it's like a okay, I think it's a passion project. Like or a life goal that you're planning for today. That like today is the day where it's probably a day of many. Or like the first time you're gonna sit down and start planning like your future. I feel like this is you're planning your future because he's looking far ahead and he's got a globe in his hands and he's looking over his land. And he's basically planning to take over the world. So, oh wow, same time. So literally just text her to tell me when to leave. Yeah, that could be it. Come on, focus. I guess you guys got the point. But and if you can see on the wall here, it's a lily and a rose, which is like purity and love, which are like in an X, like a crossroads. So it's like I think it's like it's like logic with passion. So it's like I think it's a passion project or a long-term goal that you really want, that you're planning for, like making into reality. That if that makes any sense. It could be a family trip you're planning over the summer. It could be stuff like that. Could be, well, I think it's emotional because it's the heck, Baron. It's a wands card, so that's about emotions and about doing. So it's definitely about like the wand is like what helps you manifest stuff. So you're definitely gonna do whatever it is, but it's just gonna be like take some time planning. Virgo is ready for her reading, but this is today's general reading. So yeah, and the upright triangle over here is fire because it looks like a campfire. So Virgo, do you have a specific question or a specific topic, whether it's like family, love, money, relationships, if you want to learn about the tea, some kind of tea. So I do love me some tea. I've never read about tea, but I would love to. No specific question. So you want a general gossip. Why would I read about tea? I could read with tea. Ooh, Virgo wants a tea reading. And not a tea leaf reading. A tea reading. So I'm gonna do this and this. Roughshod. He is hiding. He's hiding over there on the other side of my computer. What do you think?
They see enough of you.
No, they don't. No one can see enough of your beautiful, sexy face.
I guess there are different opinions.
There's always differing of opinions. Other people's opinions don't always matter. Okay, so I'm doing a general reading / to find hidden gossip or hidden tea or things that you don't know. Let's see. So that's going to be fun and interesting. What is the card? Let me do this first. I would say I'm gonna do something interesting. Yes, Virgo says spill the tea. I shall. Okay, so I'm gonna do it a different way here. So I saw something online before saying like find some card in the deck and then the card behind that card will be what it is. So since we're looking for tea, we're gonna find Hermit because Hermit's like about hidden stuff. So the card behind the Hermit. It also let's just do Hermit. Okay. Let's see, where is the Hermit? There it is. So this one. And we will do the back of the deck, which is what you don't know about. Or the underlying meaning. This is the red because I was sewing before. Okay, so this Hermit doesn't really matter. Well, that's not very interesting. It says there's this like a secret project in the works that's... So this is about rest, relaxation, meditation, contemplation, recuperation, retreat, renewal, and solitude. Oh, that'd be awesome, Roughshod. I had to look into that. I probably could just use a playing card one with a smaller tarot deck. But, so, and it's swords. So that's the mental suit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Am I focused? Am I not? But it's 4, so it's about stability. Stability. It says form, completeness, foundations, progress, power, stability. It's an air sign, which is the mind. But then you also got Ace of Wands, new project, inspiration. So there's a secret, or I don't know if it's... Okay, you said your mind is at ease about some shit that you had going on, which is crazy because it's literally what it's about. Like your mind being at ease, or you're taking time to rest to figure something out, or you already did. And then Ace of Wands, which is the back of the deck, the underlying meaning. Yeah, I was literally, you're starting something on the first. This is literally Ace of Wands is starting a new project. It says new project, inspiration, urge to create, willpower, desire, power, potential, beginnings, new opportunities, growth. 1 is pioneering, leading, alpha, dominance, ambition, originality. And it's Wands, so it's fire, which is passion. So it's about emotions, and like how the sword's about the mind, this is about emotions. So you kind of like let your mind rest so that your heart could take over. But after like you planned everything, well, it's not about planning necessarily. It's more about being at peace with something, that like a decision. Like how you said, mind is at ease. That could be that. But is that tea? I don't really think that's tea. This is going to be all that. So this is spot on. Yay! Okay, hold on. I will do another one about... Let me read about the new opportunity and then find some more. just so it has it up. So that people watching the replay could see what I'm talking about. Okay, so some notes about I have to look at how that looks. I should have another custom figure or doll where it's just me reading cards. Like at a table, like you said, at a throne. That'd be cool. Or a crystal ball. Like the actual, like an actual little ball, not the character crystal ball. Okay. I'll read. So this is about the new opportunity you have, and this is the bottom of deck. So we'll get to that at the end. Does it involve teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementing, building something? Okay, this is crazy. Because, like, you got two cards that are saying the same thing, and then you got two aces. So I think there's... Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm getting, like, don't rush into it. Because it's Ace of Wands, so it's like a passion project. Like, you really are excited about this, or you really want to do it, or something about your emotions are very strong, right? Like, you might be at ease about something, or you have... But I think that's about, like, okay, I've decided to do this. And then that's why it's Ace of Wands, where you're like, oh my god, I have to do this. Like, I can't wait to do this. But then it says, like, you need a team. Like, you have to work with other people with it. Like, but I'm thinking... Okay, and this is also Knight of Swords. So there's a lot of swords and there's a lot of wands. Because the Knight of Swords reverse says restless, unfocused, burnout, impulsive, no direction, unpredictable, disregard for consequence. But then you have Ace of Swords, which is mental clarity, breakthroughs, new ideas, success, sharp mind, new conflict. Or surgery. I don't know if you're having surgery. But I don't think so. I don't think it's about physical surgery. I think it's about mental. Like, you have to redo it. Because this is bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is exhaustion, giving up, destroyed confidence, overwhelmed, or overly protective. But that's bottom of the deck, which means it's just the underlying thing. So it could be under this, essentially. And this is funny, too, because right under that one... But I think this has to do... I mean, it does say surgery. So if you need it, I don't know if you're getting it on that day. But this is I read for the new opportunity. So this is about whatever it is on the first. But what I found interesting is that there's more wands. I think we might have a cat visitor. Come up! Come up, you hooligan! But no, we're not gonna have a cat visitor. But anyway, so you got more wands. And this one's kind of interesting too, because this is 7 of Wands reversed, but then under that one is 10 of Wands. I don't know if you're supposed to continue reading, but I found it interesting. So, which is burden, extra responsibility, hard work, or completion. Which is why I think there's burnout. Both cards are saying burnout. And this is like a lot of work for one person. Which is why it says teamwork. So, I don't know. No, I think it's like... I'm not seeing like you're not rushing into it, but it's still more than you bargain for one person, I feel like. And you're just gonna have to like what's the word? Delegate, I feel like. Because like even though there's teamwork, so I think like your idea is there. Okay, it's kind of like, I think the best example is like, let's say I have a movie I want to do, and it's got all these special effects and all that stuff, and I'm like, okay, I need this, like I need 20 actors, I need 6 cars, and I need an explosion at one point. Like you're super into it, like you're like, okay, this is it could be like, let's just go with this metaphor of the movie where like you finally decide on what movie you wanted to do, but it's Ace of Wands, so you're like, let's do this. This is my passion project. I can't wait to do this. You know, because like this is the movie I'm most excited for doing. And obviously, you're gonna need a team. You can't do a movie by yourself if you want 20 actors, 6 cars, and an explosion. You know, but then you're gonna realize, oh shit, it's way too much work. It's more work than I was expecting, because now you need to find schedules so all these 20 actors can meet. You need to see which scenes however many people need to be in like at a time. You're like, well, actor A, B, and C can only meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I need them for Wednesday and all that stuff. Like that's the overwhelm that this is saying. This is the extra responsibility and hard work that's like, it's a lot for one person, because like when you make a movie or when you do a project, you like, if it's your idea, you're doing most of the work. Like this guy, you're doing the work of like 2 to 5 people, because technically like 2 people could hold 5 sticks or 5 people could hold 2 sticks, you know. So then, but it's like I was burnt out previously. Yeah, so that could be how you're resting out. Baron, just open the door. Oh my goodness. But you know what to do now, because it's saying this is what you should have got instead of Ace of Wands. I mean, there's still about beginnings, but this is definitely about passion, and this is about the mind. Sorry for my cat. I don't know what he wants. He's got food. The door can be opened. I think he's just bored and wants to play. But, or he wants cuddles. See, mental clarity breakthroughs. Come on now. We have to do like this. It was focusing before. It says, new ideas, success, sharp mind, new conflict or surgery, like I said. Pioneering, leading, alpha dominance. So, like, I didn't necessarily do past, present, future, so this could all be, like, in the past, how you got to this. But does any of this make any sense? Because, like, it's literally about saying that, like, you had ideas, but then that you need a team for, you need to collaborate with, you need more people to help you with, but it was getting to be too much. And it kind of fizzled out, but now you have a new idea. Like, now you learn from your mistakes. And now you're, like, gonna restart, because there's, like, 2 restarts. It doesn't have to do with T, unfortunately. Hold on, that's 4, 7, and then that's 6. That's interesting. Okay, good. Yeah, but that's like... See, it's like you have so many wands. It's crazy. Like, this guy's like having to defend himself from people for like what he believes in, possibly, because wands are passion and emotion. And this is like your cross to carry type thing, where you're like, I'm this, therefore you got to deal with the consequences of being this. You know, that's kind of what it is. But then you got swords again. Because Knight of Swords is supposed to be like headstrong, like let's go, you know, but it's upside down. So what are you doing of all the spots you have to scratch, Baron? It's funny because upright it says defending beliefs, which is like what I was saying about the wands, like the 7 of wands is kind of like defending yourself. I was constantly doing that before, yeah. So I think this could have been just like a past reading, honestly, because you said you have come. What'd you say? You said you put your mind at rest about it. And this was like the first reading, and then this was like about the opportunity. So I don't know if those two things are related. But this makes sense with the 4 of swords. My cat is climbing in the back behind me. But yay! I'm happy to hear that because I haven't read cards in a while. And I was hoping that was good. I mean, it wasn't gossipy, unless it is. I don't know. You tell me. But it was supposed to be secret. Maybe the opportunity is secret. Maybe you didn't. I don't know, because it was behind the Hermit card. So it's like, well, I mean, that makes sense. Because the Hermit is about, like, your inner... Which is funny why that was right underneath the Hermit. Because it's about soul searching, and this is kind of about this, because it's like meditation. Yeah, so yeah, I could definitely see that, because you're basic, like, it even says meditation here too, and they both say meditation. So like you were literally being like, no, I'm gonna figure this out on my own type thing. I don't need outside opinions. I'll figure it out myself kind of thing. If I just like get quiet and figure it out kind of vibe is what. Yeah. I could definitely see that. Did that help at all? Or do you want another reading? Because I didn't even do that yet. I didn't even do the Oracle cards. The Oracle cards kind of, I feel like, gives more possible tea stuff. I'll just do the Oracle for you. So I like to see what it says. Oh, yay! That is what the goal of psychic reading honestly is, I feel like. Just to confirm suspicions. Or to get clarity about things you're not even aware of. Because it's like, people are like, oh, that's telling the future, it's demonic. And I'm like, it's not telling the future, because the future is decided by your present reality. So you can't really tell the future. You can only tell what's going on now. And the most likely outcome of what will happen is based on what is going on now. Especially if you can't see certain things that are happening. There's no reverse, so I'm gonna have to probably flip a card over. And these suck for doing that. So I'll just go like this. But the blue looks so nice. But yeah, that's why it's like people say you shouldn't read cards. But like sometimes God talks to you through signs, and sometimes you're not getting a billboard with a sign on it. You're not seeing a license plate with any meanings on it. Like, cards are easier to get messages from, so yay! I mean, not like yay as in like I like yay I know things, but like I'm just happy that like it worked, you know. I did behind the hermit card, which is hidden issues and like stuff that's going on inside. So I'm just happy that that works. That technique works because I saw it online. And I was like, that's a cool concept. I just never tried it before. So King Arthur. Aw, Virgo, stop flattering me. Okay, that's really interesting. You have King Arthur and Merlin. And Hope and Shadows. Hope despite... First of all, look how cool these cards look on the screen right now. Thank you. Crayon. Thank you, everyone, for watching. So, I might read with these cards more because look how cool they look. Like, the images are so big. Good morning. I forgot how early it is. But, let me give you one more. I got two more. Yeah. Cute. Okay. That looks so cool. Okay, so I'm just admiring how nice they look. I thought I had unicorn cards still. I don't know where they are. But okay, so King Arthur and Merlin are both like they're besties. So let's see what these say. And you have Oshin too, which is like a Celtic god as well. Come on. Oh my god. G-H-I-J-K. There it is. King Arthur lives within us, it says. Okay. Because King Arthur was accompanied by an old, enormous fire dragon, and together they protected the land and its people. He ruled with his heart in harmony with the Great Mother. His mission was love. I need my tea. Okay, so... Okay, so that's your King Arthur. It says he basically have to rule with love. And like the old world values. What the heck is with my voice now? Courage, friendship, loyalty, tolerance, love, devotion, and enthusiasm. Okay, so let's go to Merlin. Right here. Okay. So King Arthur is about like using like the typical old world values, like love, loyalty, all that stuff, ruling with your heart instead of logic, like, and being in harmony with the Great Mother, which is like earth and nature and all that stuff. So it's like, don't rule with the iron fist, like rule with your heart, essentially. And then Merlin is about words, so like using your words as spells and like being careful about what you build by what you speak. So like speak life over things, like both of them together. You need to like rule with love and then speak life over things. I didn't do any of that. I think it's just talking. I haven't talked like this in a long ass time. Shadows, which is interesting. Okay, that's weird. So in the Shadows card, like message, it says the Dragon King Oshin is sending out the dragons so that we humans can remind ourselves that we are powerful beings. Like you literally have the card that this card is talking about. So you have both. Hold on. Oh my god, how many words? Okay, hold on. Okay, so love and words, speaking life over things and ruling with love. Then Shadows is kind of like the tough card where it's about. It says many people fail to recognize their shadows for what they are, thereby allowing the dark side to manipulate them, to hold them in check, and to rob them of energy and enthusiasm. Let's name and shame a few of the shadows here: cigarettes, alcohol, too much sugar, a sense of fear, which you have fear here. Other addictive behaviors, playing the victim, spiritual arrogance, and so on. Now ask yourself the question, am I ready to confront my shadows? If the answer is yes, begin the shadow work described below. If not, put this card to one side, take it out of the deck, and only replace it when you're ready. So, obviously I'm not going to put you on the spot and be like, you need to get over your shadow. No, I'm just going to keep reading so that you know for later. It says, pick a shadow and become familiar with it. The why, when, and how of it. So honestly, it might be fear for now. Like, you know, everyone's shadow is huge and everyone's got to deal with a lot of stuff. But like, I think because fear was one of the shadows and fear came up in the reading itself. And also it kind of looks like Arthur's dragon, the red dragon. We'll go with fear for now as the shadow that we're gonna pick, it says. The key is to understand that giving in can often mean victory and the breaking of paralysis. Inner rigidity can often prevent us from recognizing our shadows. Indeed, we are frequently extremely stubborn about this very issue. When working with shadows, try to remain flexible in your attitudes. Recognize when you're being cross or obstinate, the inner rigidity to which I refer. Try not to put up defenses, but instead become soft and pliable. Being defensive involves meeting inner rigidity with rigidity, which does not lead to success. Basically, it's saying, like, just meditate with it. It says, like go to your fear, like, sit and meditate or whatever, get quiet, pray or whatever. It says, like, and then you go to your fear, which in this case, because fear is here, say, I see you, I know you, I respect you, and now you may go. I do not need you any longer. So, like, you have to... Feelings are only hidden away because we don't want to feel them. So if you let them be seen, then they'll go away, basically is what it was saying. Just like, oh, like how, like, it's kind of like our emotions or our shadows, I guess, are like younger parts of ourselves where stuff happens or something like that, and you just need to go to like that part of you and be like, it's okay, like, I see you, but you don't need to be like that anymore, like, we're good, we made it, kind of thing. And then that should like fade away. So that's essentially what the shadows card is saying. But now let me read the fear card, because you literally had the fear card, which is interesting. Feeling and sensing are forms of intuitive knowledge. It says, if your emotions are blocked or lie buried by past suffering, pain, abuse, or fears, access to your inner wisdom will also be obstructed. Ask the red fire dragon to free you from all the negative experiences and their crystalline structures within you. These structures are often located in your back, causing pain and rigidity. Again, the word. They can sometimes also disturb the harmonic energy flow into our organs. Where there is fear, there can be no love. And that's literally all that King Arthur talks about is love. So, and it's the same dragon. So you gotta figure that out. Hold on. And you got Oshin and you got Hope. So there's Hope. And let's see who Oshin is. I don't know who Oshin is. Oshin the Dragon King is a brown tree dragon. He's the oldest and largest dragon. No human may ride him. We must instead kneel before him. If you draw this card, heed the call in your heart. Feel the deep yearning within you. Do not suppress it any longer. Blah, blah, blah. It said to use, it literally says, use the music from Lord of the Rings and and imagine yourself like riding a dragon with him. Baron agrees. But yeah. Where are you?
What there?
But yeah, I honestly feel like this card is just saying like you're ready to do this. You just need to like I said, meditate, pray, whatever it is you do. I did not blah 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 the dragon. Actually, I kind of did because it was saying like all this like oh, like it's so like I know it's great and mighty. It's the king dragon. It's a tree dragon, but like you get it. Stop sucking as you know what. That's what the card meaning was saying. Like look how cool this looks though. But you see the tree in the background. And you can't ride this dragon. You gotta, because it's like the king of the dragons. You gotta get on another dragon and ride with this dragon, like all in like a. That's what it's saying the meditation. But you got one more card, which is Hope. Okay, so this girl is the girl who made the cards. She's saying. So that's like her self-portrait kind of thing, and that's her spirit guide dragon. Sorry, it's so the card is so dark you can see a reflection of the camera. But that's literally supposed to be the girl who made the deck. Whatever you feel in your heart, we want you to know that you're not alone. You're a dragon rider, so that's why it's saying to ride dragons with that one. Hold on. It says, we know that the path is difficult at times, and that moments of doubt can weigh upon our hearts, which is why you have this card. Yeah, basically saying we will never give up. So that's the hope card. So basically just don't be afraid of things. Focus on your like so this is for Virgo. Don't worry so much about logic and it's like, oh, this is sometimes doing the right thing is following your heart, and I think that's what this is saying. Like it's okay to follow your heart and just make sure your words align with what you want to have happen. So I guess the best phrasing would be like speak life over your life or people in it. Yeah, we're all gonna deal with shit, and you might be dealing with shit or you might be scared of that shit, or being scared is the shit that you're gonna have to deal with. But just know that it's a light at the end of the tunnel. And it's funny because it says this dragon is the black dragon. I don't know if that was the name of the dragon or if it is black. Kind of looks like it is, but like it's not even about light at the end of the tunnel. Like the shadows is it. Once you can like recognize like you're in the tunnel, like that's already the first step to getting out of the tunnel, you know? So that's why she's saying like the black dragon is like your guide. So once you know you're like in the shit, you're like, okay, at least I'm aware of it. You know? So you don't have to look for a light at the end of the tunnel. Obviously there is, because it's the hope card and there's some light coming through here. But Just know that once you realize, like, oh, okay, this is like the shitty part, or this is what I have to get through, know that that's already you making the way out, you know? Because, like, if you didn't know you were in a maze, how are you going to get out of the maze? Like, you have to know, oh, I'm in a maze, okay. And then now you starts the process of, like, looking for the way out. And then Oshin is just, like, you're basically guided by, like, super high. Like, you got King Arthur, Merlin, and Oshin, the king of the dragons. So, like, you're good. You know, like, whether it's God or angels or whatever, like, or friends or family to help you, like, you're good. So any little shit is not really going to touch you, is honestly what it's saying. That's it. I hope that helped. What is he doing?
Something that he's not supposed to.
And now my phone is ringing. Well, it literally ended as I effing ended. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I don't know when I'm going to continue to do reading streams like this, but I shall let you know. And let me find my outro stuff. You like my pretty Halloween background? I know it's not supposed to be Halloween. I know it's supposed to be that one instead. But you know, sometimes we want pretty stuff. So, and it's not that pretty. But anyway, that is all for today. I hope it helped. But yeah.
At least it distracted him.
But yeah, that's it. Okay, bye!
Footsteps on the cold ground, creaking of the door. Wind howls once more, eyes in dark corners, ghosts and old mourners. Haunted dreams, silent screams, mystery looms in darkened rooms. Lanterns glowing dim, faces looking grim, cobwebs hanging low, secrets they do show. Voices call your name, playing in this game. Chills run down